creating performance headlines throughout the country. He's actually visiting from Cincinnati. You guys are going to love him. Please welcome the Moose.
Oh, she's giggling over here. I like that. How y'all doing? I'm Moose. I live in Cincinnati. Been traveling all over the place. As you can see, I'm a little bit decrepit. I served in the military 8 years. I'm a disabled Army vet. I'm telling you that for a reason. Besides suffering, I shouldn't say that, but besides the physical problems that I got, I also suffer from some mental problems. Surprise, I'm a stand-up comedian, so you should know that, right? The worst thing I suffer from is post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, it's rough to get... You giggle out there? Who's that? Yeah, it's rough to get by, but to be fair, I didn't get that in the Army. I got that from 11 years of Catholic school. Yeah, I love my church, I love my religion, but those nuns were vicious, man. They were vicious. To this day, if I see a penguin, I feel like I'm going to go into a panic attack, It's rough. As you can see, I'm a bit corpulent. I'm a fat ass, okay? That's the polite way of saying it. Always been that way, always struggled with my weight. When I was growing up, I got teased in school, but that didn't stop there. I got it at home, too. My oldest brother, he liked to play this little game with me. He'd get the little dry dog food, like Gravy Train or something like that, and tell me it was malted milk balls. It wasn't nice, but, I was fat, I wasn't stupid. After a couple of handfuls, I knew it wasn't candy. But, my wife, she hates me talking about me being heavy and decrepit, and you know what, I call it as I see it, I was at my uncle's house. That's where I'm staying right now. And I was in the bathroom. I came out of the shower, and they have a full-length mirror. Now, I hadn't looked at myself in a full-length mirror naked in a long time. And when I got done throwing up, I thought, man, I've really aged. I've aged a lot. And it made me think back to when, I was in high school and, in my early 20s. I wasn't in high school in my early 20s, but, thinking back, talking with the fellas, just sitting around, shooting the breeze, and the conversations we'd have, we talking about, staying out all night partying, and, our romantic conquest, for you young people, that's sex, okay? We talk about that, and then we talk about how Freddie dodged a bullet on his latest negative VD test. Freddie was kind of a whore. Now, for you young people, VD, that's STDs now. That's what they call it. But now, our conversations are a little bit different. Now we talk about how we stayed up past 10 o'clock watching NCIS, our latest bowel movements, how they look, the texture, the color, what our favorite source of fiber is, and how Freddie dodged a bullet on his latest negative rectal exam. The conversations changed, man. They changed. But looking back, there were sweet memories. But looking forward, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough being growing old. I feel like I'm going to be one of those guys, old guys on Facebook in the picture. Blank look at my face, drooling, sitting in a wheelchair, being forced to hold a sign saying, I'm an old veteran, it's my birthday, how many likes can I get? How fucking cruel is that to do that to people? I got my daughters together and I said, look, you got to promise me never to do this. Well, they kind of giggled when they promised, so I have a feeling I planted the seed of an idea in their heads. So I just hope they dress me up in something decent. So if y'all see me, make sure you give me a like for that. As I said, I am a veteran. I'm a disabled veteran. Unfortunately, I have to use the VA healthcare system to take care of me. Now, the problem with that, well, the worst place that I've been to yet is Florida. And the problem with that is Florida is a teaching hospital. Now, what they like to do when you go in, every time you go in, you don't know which doctor you're going to see. And the problem with me, with my health problems, I go in at least once a month. which means I see a doctor almost every month, a different doctor. Well, one thing the VA likes to do is prostate exams. That's another word for a rectal exam. Now, if you don't know what a prostate exam is, you young fellas, what you get to look forward to, when you turn 40 years old, you get to have a doctor lube his hand up, stick his finger up your ass, and feel for your prostate. You know, check the size, make sure there's no cancer developing, blah, blah, blah. Well, they would do this every month, and like I said, it was a teaching hospital. And I didn't understand it. They said, well, you're over 50, you're diabetic, blah, 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 and I want to see for myself. I said, look, I just had it. I don't care. I want to see for myself. So it kind of irked me a little bit. And the last time, just before I moved, I went in and saw this doctor. He stood about 6'5", weighed about 350, had the biggest fucking hands I ever seen in my life. And the first thing he said to me, I was like, God, please don't. You know, but he was in a rush. And he said, hey, Mr. Morrison, how you doing? Everything's still the same, the medicine, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. He goes, look, I'm in a rush. We got a luncheon going on. I want you to drop your drawers and lean over the bed. I said, you ain't rushing through that, pal. Okay? You're not. When you rush, that's when accidents happen, and no accident's going to happen back there. Well, he didn't like it. He had no sense of humor. Okay? Like I said, he was a jerk. So anyway, he stands up and he starts lubing up. Now, usually when they lubed up, even the women, 1, maybe 2 fingers. A little bit of lube. This fucker was doing his whole hand. I mean, I was getting nervous, okay? I even said, to break the tension, I said, how far are you going in, Doc? And he just looked at me. The guy had no sense of humor. So I was really nervous, but I bent over, I took a deep breath, okay, and it was over with. And he said, well, Mr. Morrison, you seem to have some hemorrhoids and they seem irritated. I'm like, no shit, really? Everybody's sticking their hand up my ass every friggin' month, and you're saying I got hemorrhoids now. But he didn't like that. No sense of humor, like I said. So what's he do? He stands up, reaches around, and hands me 1 tissue. You see the size of my ass? 1 government-issued see-through tissue. It's not going to wipe all that stuff. I said, Doc. Now, I hit him with this best line. I said, Doc, come on. Okay, I can't see back there, but I feel like I was the lead attraction in the gay porno gangbang. I said, come on, hand me a towel, something, a hose, something. Well, what the jerk did was took his lab coat off, threw it on the bed, and he took the buckets, start over, took the box of tissues and threw it on the bed next to me. So I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it, okay? And he walks out. So I reach in the box, 1 fucking tissue left. 1. I look around the room, there's no paper towels. I'm looking, there's no paper on the bed. So I didn't know what to do. I really didn't. It aggravated me. It made me nervous. So I thought, wait a minute, Ray. Remember your military training. To adapt, adjust, and overcome. So I wiped my ass with his jacket and walked the fuck out. Y'all, I'm Moose. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Guys, keep it going for the Moose, everybody. There we go. Now, we got a lot of couples here tonight. Let's see. How long have you guys been dating? You guys been dating, right?
5 years.
5 years. All right.